This episode of Journey to Warhammer is sponsored by Oslo, a website dedicated to content creation. It's a tool that allows users to upload their videos onto the platform and communicate with your editors on changes needed to be done to your videos in a quick and easy manner. You can draw on the footage, add timestamped notes to what needs to be changed, create multiple folders for different projects, keep track of every revision, and when it's all done, you can simply hit upload and it'll post it directly to your YouTube channel. With the launch of the second channel coming and keeping track of all the videos that I need to release on both that channel and this, it's been a hassle organizing everything, and that's why Oslo is such a good fit. I can have all the editors upload their files into a single place and apply changes where needed so I can focus on just creating content instead of managing everything. Best of all, it's absolutely free. It's not a trial. There's literally a free tier where you can use the website, and if you need more storage space, you can upgrade it at any time. This website is honestly a godsend, and I've been wanting something like this for a long time. To create this ad read, I even used the Oslo website in order to make it easier for me. So if you're interested in setting up your own Oslo account to start creating videos at a more efficient and faster rate, check out oslo.io for your organizational needs or click on the link in the description. Earlier in 2020, the Game & Watch crew decided to venture into the world of Warhammer 40,000 and begin launching a second channel dedicated to tabletop content like Magic the Gathering, board games, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Warhammer. In one fell swoop, we all got together and purchased 8,000 points of models for our first armies, equating to over $3,000. But that was only the beginning. It's like, not only did we start in the worst way possible,
you buy the codex, you read like one paragraph, and then you're like, all right, let me make an army now.
But we also started at the worst time possible.
We're on Hype Train, so introduce that when you guys go in.
Look at this dude.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we spent $3,000 on models. Here's another $13,000 on models.
Not only did we have to purchase the models, we had to build them, paint them, build a table to play on, find a place to play at and record in, figure out how to record everything for the highest quality possible, test the armies, get new models, and repeat the process all over again. Everything was going great until the world went into a pandemic for COVID-19.
Wanted to thank you all much for joining us. We want to give you guys an update on where we are as it relates to COVID-19, the novel coronavirus.
A new reality in another part of the United States as well, and that is the state of California. It has taken an unprecedented step to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Its governor last night issued a stay-at-home order that covers 40 million people.
You probably heard that somebody in the group might have been exposed to COVID-19, and that someone's me. We had an individual at work yesterday who came to work sick. His roommates are sick. Only one's been tested, but they said the results won't come back for a week. And now I'm in self-quarantine in my house, and I'm scared for my wife and my daughter. This just goes to show, like, you can't be selfish during this time. You need to fucking stay home if you're sick. The amount of damage you do, not just to yourself, but to those around you, it blows my mind how selfish people can be.
You know, COVID is one piece of shit. Everything that we're doing now, we should have been doing 4, 5, 6 months ago. But now we're finally picking back up, and it really sucks because there were so many things I wanted to do this year with this series, you know, like going to GTs, going to grand tournaments, going to ITCs and like game shops and playing games and trying to see how far I can go in the tournament scene. That's like a really, really big part of the series that I really wanted to do. But man, dude, COVID just shut down everything.
So with the ongoing pandemic, with COVID and everything, it's kind of hard for people to buy new models right now. If you go on the Games Workshop website, a lot of stuff is sold out. People aren't really running the list they want to run because they can't get the models. And because they can't get the models, we don't really have a true vision of what the 9th edition meta could and should be.
What are you doing?
We're running a tournament for next month, and so I have to make 2 lists, and I've been staying up trying to figure out what I want to run for it, because we're going to run it like it's an actual tournament. So because of COVID, there's not any GTs going on in our local area, and even if there was, I'm not fucking going to one. But yeah, because of that, we're going to run our own tournament. And so I'm trying to figure out what I would do if I were to be going to a GT for both the lists, what I would run for it with the models that I have.
Oh, man says shut up, and this is going to be it. There it is going, she takes it.
Just like every competitive game with balance changes, there's always a meta, and that meta is formed by various parts of the game. Characters get nerfed or buffed, weapons become more expensive or cheaper. The way the game is played is fundamentally changed. With every small change to a game, it creates a new meta, be it a small or large shift. These changes are then looked over by professional players who go over the changes time and time again to find out what's the most efficient, and right at the center of it are the tournaments.
Now Mudlife getting stripped. Oriana picks up another kill. Ty Bay Assassins are the Season 2 World Champions.
For Warhammer 40k, more specifically, Frontline Gaming.
My name is Reese, aka Reesius on the interwebs, as I'm often known. Co-founder, co-owner of Frontline Gaming with my business partner Frankie G and Papa, and we also founded the ITC, which is the international tournament circuit for games like Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar. We also manufacture products, FLG mats, ITC terrain, all that fun stuff. So basically live and breathe tabletop gaming, and specifically Games Workshop games.
Hey, I'm Pablo, also known as PDPob. I am the host of Chapter Tactics, competitive 40k podcast on the Frontline Gaming Network. You also know me as Reese's underling. I've been working for Frontline Gaming for about 5 years now, so everything he does, I also do, but better.
And also handsomer, smarter, more humble.
I'll take humble.
The game Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, all the Games Workshop games, they're designed to be played for fun, and there's a percentage of people that, just like with video games, have the most fun playing it in a competitive environment where both players are doing their best to try and win the game.
Get it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves. Faker, what was that?
People go to events, whether it be a league or their local game store, and start playing in tournaments. If you get the bug, as we call it, and you're really enjoying it, you'll start graduating up to bigger and bigger and bigger events. Eventually you get up to the Las Vegas Open, which is our flagship event. It's the biggest tournament in the world, where there's over 1,000 people. Welcome to the Las Vegas Open 2020. After a year of trials and tribulations, some of the best players from around the world have come to compete for glory.
All right, so we're here in line registering for the Las Vegas Open 40K Championships.
There's 1 or 2 people ahead of us.
Yeah, just 1 or 2.
There are a lot of ITC tournaments. We're spread out worldwide. We probably would around basically 20,000 participants this year, Reese.
Registered. There's many more than that don't ever register that are participating. But yeah, that's registered participants, yeah.
Like 3 years ago, the LVO, which is the Las Vegas Open, it's kind of like the World Championship for Warhammer 40k. Like 3 years ago, their viewership peaked at 1,000. The last LVO, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, their viewership peaked at 10,000. So the game's getting up there. It's getting bigger. I've been saying for the last 2 years that 40K has been in its golden age. And because there are more players, there's more tournaments, there's more resources to learn and enjoy the game than ever before. And to be honest, 2 years ago, I thought that golden age was only going to last a year or 2 at most. And it just keeps going. The game just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more popular. And so at this point, I don't know when it's going to stop. I think it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, especially with people like you coming in now.
The community has grown a lot in the past 5 to 6 years, mostly due to social media, but also due to a lot of the licensing deals and stuff Games Workshop has done out there. It's just in attendance. I mean, Adepticon, you know, they're pushing 6,000-7,000 people now at that event, and that's not all players. That's people just walking in, checking out the vendor stuff, doing classes and things like that.
And it's cool because you go to the tournaments, you go to the conventions, and you're rubbing elbows with people you never would have guessed. Like, there's a lot of crossover with the video game industry, a lot of, you know, like actors, and you'd be shocked how many people know about the IP and play or participate in some way. And they come to the events and you get to meet them and play games with them. It's really fun. And then when you got people like Henry Cavill, who's like, oh, I'm bored. I'm bored in quarantine. I'm going to start painting my miniatures. We're like, yes!
Yeah, I think last year, what's it called? Mark Merrill, the head of Riot Games, was there, right? He was running, I think it was like Dark Eldar or something.
Eldar, he's an Eldar guy. So yeah, it's super cool to meet all these creative people in the gaming industry.
Obviously, YouTubers and other celebrities are opening up and exploring more. You know, in the beginning of 8th edition, that's when Mark Merrill announced, kind of on Twitter, he was a big 40K fan, and then that was the, if you're familiar with what happened during the Las Vegas Open, during a top 8 game, there was a sportsmanship situation where 2 players were playing and competing, and one player made the correct call rules-wise, but it wasn't the most sportsmanly thing to do. And the other player, gentleman named Alex Fennell, took it in stride. He was such a gentleman about it that Mark Merrill wanted to put money towards to give to Alex Fennell for being such a good sport about this thing that happened on stream. And then from there it escalated. Alex, you know, he said he didn't need the money, just donate it to the hospital, the children's hospital that my wife works at. And then Mark's like, sure thing, buddy, I got you. And then it snowballed into GW heard about it, and then they put money forward. And it was just this really big event. It was a really good time to be a part of 40K, to be a part of that fundraiser and to see that happen.
It was unlocked.
Hi, Dameki.
Hey, man. You ready to play today? I'm ready to play today. I brought goodies today.
What's this?
This is Mortarian. Morty. It's my Morty. I guess I'm Rick. There he is. In all of his deadness. He's so pretty. What do you think? You think he's pretty? I think he's pretty.
Did you get this pre-painted?
Fuck no, I painted this myself. What? And then this boy, I painted him today. That's a chaos spawn. He looks like he could be part of a hentai.
I feel like I've seen him in one.
You probably have.
I think the best part of this hobby for me, like I like playing the game, but I love painting the models. Normally most artists, if they're good artists, they don't like the way their stuff looks. I like mine. Maybe I'm not a good artist, but whatever. I like it. That's all that matters. I enjoy it. It's very relaxing. It's almost like, well, I guess Daniel's son didn't think it was relaxing, but it's like doing the chores and stuff in Karate Kid. Like, it's supposed to be relaxing and teach you like movements and stuff. Like, this is mine. So yeah.
My mom helped me in the beginning. We just kind of followed the instructions on the GW products and stuff like that. But I didn't really care about the outcome at all. I wasn't fretting about getting perfect results, and I was just like, it was just pure joy painting. That carefreeness is something that I kind of miss a little bit, and I miss for a lot of other people too. I feel like people are really outcome focused when it comes to miniature painting, which is a real blocker or a gateway to them and just enjoying painting. A lot of people take the painting super seriously, and especially European people go down a very artistic route, and it's kind of going through phases like traditional art went through Impressionism and Expressionism and things like that. And so we're kind of getting to the point where painting is evolving and looking differently, like once every decade and stuff like that. You can even see it in Games Workshop box arts. If you look at box arts from the 90s, from the 2000s, and from now, they drastically change. Some may say that they get better in quality, but you could also just say they get different in style. Like if you look at award-winning pieces from Golden Demon in the early 2000s and compare it to now, it's like it's a night and day difference.
I was painting kind of, I don't know, like marginal speed. It was nice because depending on the unit, if I'm painting a Commissar or a Lehman Russ tank, it'll take a large portion of my day. But then if I wanted to batch paint, say 10 guardsmen, it would take quite a bit of time, but I was doing all right. I've learned very quickly, don't put a crap load of detail into 90 separate guardsmen 4-point chaff units because you'll burn yourself out really, really fast. Save the nice bits for things like company commanders and your big like tabletop showcase things. But I was moving at a steady pace, and weirdly enough, Corona made it so that I painted less, which I thought would be the opposite, because I think every Warhammer player said to themselves, oh yeah, I can't wait to paint my whole army in quarantine, and you get 2 dreadnoughts in, you're like, I'm gonna go eat mac and cheese and cry.
I would say if you're painting an army, be okay with your rank and file dudes looking, like 50% of what you believe your max quality to be. And then when it comes to your big centerpiece models or your characters and your HQ choices, then allow yourself to kind of have a lot of fun and kind of deep dive and get the best result you can. But don't burn yourself out on getting an army painted to the best of your ability, because it's probably never going to happen, and you'll just end up with an unpainted army. If you just keep painting and you paint a full army and you put it down in front of you on the table to play against an opponent, like, it doesn't matter if those individual tactical marines or even characters are poorly painted. Like, when you see them all arrayed, it's such a feeling of just like accomplishment and success. So when they're on a table together, they look awesome, even if as individuals they don't look so great.
So a couple of weeks ago, me and Dameki were playing a game of 40K on Tabletop Simulator because we're in a league. I was like, let's make this interesting. Whoever loses gets to paint a unit from that person's army.
They have to use it.
And they have to use it. So I won, and so I'm gonna paint this guy just fucking ugly. As ugly as I possibly can. It's gonna be really bad. I'm gonna paint it really bad. I'm not gonna thin the paint. I'm just gonna dip the brush straight into the bottle.
Use this Death Guard green, dude. This shit's ugly.
Okay. Here, I'll do it right now. Here, you're about to see the process of how to paint. Okay, are you ready? First, you wanna prime it. We're gonna prime it with this color.
What color is it?
Purpura. We're gonna prime it purple. So we're just gonna put it onto our wet palette. We're gonna get a brush, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this paint like this, and then we're just gonna swash it on this guy.
Oh.
So it's
Oh
like
my
that.
God! What the fuck?
So we're gonna do it like that.
Shake the paint well enough.
All right, now what we're gonna do an advanced tactic. We're gonna take some other paint. So this one right here, we're gonna take this paint, then we're gonna mix the purple and the green.
It looks like diarrhea.
Here, let's add some more purple into the color.
Make sure you get the plastic.
Make sure I get the
The
plastic,
base.
the base and everything.
That's a sergeant too, so it'll be the last one to die.
Yeah,
you gotta have 3. Gotta be ITC.
Yeah, it's got to be ITC. You have to have more than 3 colors. So we wait for this to dry, and then we continue on with it to make this.
You're lucky I lost and didn't win.
This guy has every paint, so he could have done some crazy shit.
Yeah. Mark, are you rolling?
What are you doing?
Taking a picture of it so then I can have it for the video of how terrible it looks. As you can see, all the detail's still there. Now, step 2 with painting, the next thing that you're gonna have to do is add in detail. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put him here, just like that. And then we're gonna add in detail. We're gonna add in this blue color. So what we're gonna do to add in detail is we're gonna go over to him and we're gonna go like this.
Okay, so after this, now what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Poor thing.
Oh, he's gonna be great. Painting your own models can be difficult, so if you want to get your models painted by professionals ranging from battle ready to a display standard, we are proudly partnered with Gold Standard Studios for all our paint commission needs. We worked with them to make some of our favorite HQ units look as awesome as possible, and not only will they walk you through the whole process in order to bring your vision to life, if you message them saying Magikarp sent me, they'll do your first commission with them for 10% off. So if you want to get your models painted to the standard you want, check them out at facebook.com/Gold Standard Miniatures or click the link in the description and tell them I sent you. That's facebook.com/Gold Standard Miniatures or check out the link in the description.
Oh, he's got it.
Hello. Hello. What's up, guys?
This is Don D.
Don P, John P, Don P.
This is Don D.
Don D. I'm just gonna be D.
We didn't have John P in the last episode, mostly because he didn't come with us.
Yeah,
he had work.
Yeah,
right?
they went on like a Monday, and I was like, I want to go, but at work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he wasn't there, and now this is him.
That was an adventure in itself.
Yeah.
I finally showed up after 8 months.
Yeah. He's the Space Wolves guy.
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh yeah, eat shit, guys.
Okay, nice.
This is where I've been the whole time. Hey everyone, it's me, John P.
You weren't in the first episode at all.
Yeah, I was not in the first episode. I had there's a little thing of me putting the gas mask on.
Yeah.
And then there's a little clip of me like on the table smiling. I remember I've watched the episode many times. I'm the guy that plays Space Wolves also. When I picked up Space Wolves, I thought they were really cool because they were like Vikings, and I was kind of just imagining like space Vikings, like going on missions together, drinking beer, being buds and stuff. The elementary school I went to, the mascot was Leif Erikson. So I've always had like a special place in my heart for Vikings. And that's what Space Wolves are, they're Vikings. But now they got their like Psychic Awakening, and like 9th edition came out, and they're, folks, rewind. 8th edition, they were shit. They were like dog tier. Like this is like wolf shit, and this is like wolves, the Space Wolves army. So right now I'm working on some of my wolfen. Here's the one guy I've completed. His face is kind of scary, but you know, he's supposed to be a mean wolf boy. I honestly wasn't looking forward to painting at all. I thought the building part was going to be cool, but I thought the painting part was going to be hard because I'm kind of impatient. I kind of just want to get it over with. But after I got the groove of it and I finished my first model, after I slapped on that Nuln oil, everything, I thought painting was really cool. It felt rewarding that I was able to put together something from scratch, and then I get to play it on the tabletop and watch it die. I had COVID back towards the end of April. It put me up pretty bad, you know. I was in bed for a good 5 to 6 days. I was still recovering for like a few more days, and then after that I was still testing positive even though I felt like normal. So I was stuck in my room for like 3-4 weeks, and then I finally tested negative, and then I was finally able to get out of my room. I don't have a very big room. I kind of got out of the groove of painting and everything. I knew we weren't going to be able to get in person and play together for a while, so I kind of lost motivation to like paint. I was kind of starting to just lose interest overall in Warhammer. And then they released 9th edition, and all the new rules were exciting, like the new way of playing was exciting, and not to mention I had my Psychic Awakening and my Saga of the Beast box that I haven't even touched yet. So that got me back into the game, and then we started the streaming and everything, and it's been great. And now I can't stop thinking about Warhammer. Yeah.
Every couple of years, Games Workshop comes out with a new edition of Warhammer 40k. And on July 15th, 2020, they released 9th edition, changing the way the game was played. Now you had to spend CP to Overwatch. Detachments costed CP. They introduced strategic reserves. Weapons gained the new keyword blast, and a change we didn't expect at all. They shortened the table size of the game.
Wait, have we named it yet?
The table?
This is La Mesa.
Why La Mesa?
The table. In Spanish.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't. I knew. I was just like. In high school, I took Spanish 3.
Yeah.
Oh no, I took Spanish for 3 years. Spanish 1 and then Spanish 2 twice because I
Me
failed
too!
it.
Let's
Yeah.
go! The table came to be after, I don't know, like weeks of trying to figure out how we could buy or build a Warhammer table and a gaming table, because, you know, we were doing Game & Watch and stuff with the board games. So I'm just browsing through the internet, going through Pinterest, and then also looking at the websites where you can buy those expensive ass nice gaming tables. And I was like, oh, well, here's an article of like some guys that built their own table. There's all these pictures of these dudes building exactly this table. Literally this table. So I was like, well, this looks easy enough. We could do this, no problem, no problem. And I was like, I'll just copy what they did. So we did. We copied what they did. but we didn't copy any of their measurements. We didn't copy them being shirtless while they made it. Yeah, we didn't copy that. But we copied basically the structure of the table, and it turned out pretty well. And it was cheaper than buying one of those expensive ass tables.
So basically, what you're telling me is that we did this table with no measurements, and we just kind of winged it on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word.
Word to your mother. What is all this stuff?
It's to build a table. It's what you need to build a table.
So what are you grabbing today?
Lots of wood.
Why?
Hard, throbbing wood.
Why?
Because we're building a table.
All right, Mike, go ahead. I'm following you.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to take to make a table?
Long, couple hours.
Yeah, in order to get like a nice table for like board game stuff, it costs like $1,000 or more. So instead, we're making it ourselves because it's going to cost us a lot cheaper.
If you don't have certain tools, then it's
You
gonna
can't
be,
do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. My miter.
He had this.
Yeah, I had this, but I bought it 4 years ago for $180.
Have you ever used it before?
Nope.
Have I built a table? No.
Well, I mean, like, have you built anything?
Yeah, I built bookshelves and bird feeders.
Alright.
All right, so this is gonna be the size of the table.
Okay, so what do you guys have done so far for the table?
We got 2 legs. We got 2 legs. So like this way it's frowning, but this way it's smiling. But it's a piece of shit.
Okay.
So.
Well, is it gonna be like deep? Like,
That's what she said.
do you guys think you're gonna finish this today?
We're gonna, yeah. Oh, yes! We got a frame! Ah!
Go in
Yeah.
on the inside?
Yeah, it's gonna go on the inside. That's good. So it shouldn't be like, it should like, if it touches the leg, that's fine.
Can you give me a pencil?
Yeah.
Can you push it down this way? Oh. What do you mean just putting on the legs?
No,
Bro, we did this frame?
Okay, so what are you planning to finish up tonight then?
These legs.
Yeah.
And these hands. Gotta put on the washer. Don't know why. What's the point of a washer?
Stability.
Is it really?
I guess.
I don't know what the point of a washer is.
Okay, Google. What's the point of a washer?
To wash dishes.
According to Monroe Engineering, the primary purpose of most washers is to evenly distribute the load of the threaded fastener with which they are used.
There you go.
So what is the color?
Staining. Something mahogany.
So are you gonna be painting this whole table by yourself?
I hope not.
Are you having fun painting?
This is what I was gonna do anyways, except on my minis. So
We're missing 2, but aren't we missing 2 inches on each side?
No. We're missing 2 inches on this side. Yeah, we have to take apart the legs and everything, unscrew it, and then... This video is gonna be, I'm gonna title this video, What You Shouldn't Do with Power Tools. Because we are breaking all kinds of safety violations.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to stand with no bag.
I try to wipe my mouth, but everything's covered in fucking sawdust.
Yes.
Can I see the table?
Yes. It's not painted all the way.
Oh yeah. There's hella. You won't even know underneath.
Yeah. It's like when you go into someone's room and it's really clean. It's because they threw all their shit in the closet.
Yeah, underneath the bed. We threw it underneath the bed. But we didn't just start underneath the bed. We duct taped it and glued it.
Not even duct tape.
To the bed. Hey!
Don't lean on this.
Hey! That's just level.
Oh, okay, so obviously we have played a lot now.
Yes.
Like, when we first did the video, it was supposed to be like tracking the entire process of it, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, because of COVID, that's not the case anymore. Yeah. So we've played like a lot. We've played on Tabletop Sim. We played in real life. So now we actually understand how to play. Some of us. This motherfucker still doesn't know what a charge phase is.
How many dice do you use? That was funny. Ever since last year, there's been so many, like, 9th edition came out. We've gotten countless, like, chapter approved erratas, FAQs, all those things that came out that changed, like, the way we play the game. It's hard to keep up with the rules sometimes, but...
We're all pretty much caught up with, like, all the meta stuff. Yeah. Like, we read, like, the Warhammer FAQs and, like, the community page a lot.
We keep up with, like, all those YouTube channels that do streams on a regular basis, you know?
All right, so who's everybody's favorite tabletop tactics guy? I know mine.
At the count of 3, we all say it. Right. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Bones!
Okay, favorite tabletop Titans. Ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Adrian!
Yeah.
Play on Tabletop's great. They just did the Tau versus Admech in the sky.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It was insane. It was pretty much like they had a custom map built, and they had a bunch of cotton balls to simulate like clouds and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And like you could fly across the clouds, and like if you were an infantry unit that couldn't fly, you would die. Yeah. Just straight up.
We keep up with everything now. Like like I even look up like 40K stats. I listen to like a lot of podcasts now.
Obviously, everyone has like their own opinion, so like you'll get into like little arguments over which if like a unit is good or not. But it's like it's all in like friendly like banter over like plastic toys, you know, nothing too serious.
It's all plastic fucking toys.
Yeah.
So like, you know,
yo, it's not a fucking toy, it's a collectible. All right?
They are models.
You know, coming from like the video game community, I'm used to people just like coming up to me and fucking saying, "Oh, hey, you fat fuck, you fucking," and then saying like some type of racial slur towards me.
Twig ass.
Yeah, twig ass, fucking string bean motherfucker, you fucking tubular piece of shit.
Nowadays, it's like, "Oh, good morning, Tyranid King. What's
Yeah,
good?
it's like,
what's good? The hive mind. What's good?"
Yeah, such a welcoming community, not just like for playing the game, but also for just like talking to other creators, talking to like. Everyone has been so welcoming towards us. Everyone has been like very helpful towards us. Spiky Bits has like reached out to us. FLG, Miniac, Death Ray Designs,
Gold Standard Studios.
Yeah, Gold Standard Studios. There's just like so many people that are like when you hear that someone's into 40K, you're so excited about it.
Yeah.
And like you can talk about it forever.
Just YouTube painters. They just seem so like passionate about their craft. It's amazing.
Is it Midwinter Minis? Is
Oh, the colorblind guy?
Yeah, colorblind. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, dude. Midwinter Minis is literally colorblind, but he has such a good time painting. Well, he has the help of his wife, Penny. I think it's his wife. I'm not sure, but yeah, dude. They work together on their YouTube channel, Midwinter Minis, and they have a great time. They're just so happy. He makes music. I think he used to be a producer, and he quit to paint minis. Miniac was like a software engineer, and he quit to paint minis.
Yeah,
it's yeah.
So what are you trying to tell me? I need to quit?
Yeah,
and start
baby.
painting minis?
Fuck it. Yeah, Goobertown Hobbies has a PhD in chemistry.
Yeah.
And he quit to paint minis.
You know, I'm editing stuff for the video, right? Yeah. And so I'm online on YouTube trying to find like GTs and like vlogs. You know, people recording vlogs of them going to a GT, so I can like, because obviously you know COVID, right? I can't fucking what's it called? I can't like go out and go to a GT and record like B-roll. And I just keep searching. I'm searching and I'm searching, and then I find these motherfuckers in the Philippines that are doing like their own GT inside of the mall, and they all have fob accents. Like it is the cutest thing ever. Just like imagine a fob person saying like Jukari. Here's stuff. You do it. What would it sound like?
Say Space Wolf.
Yeah.
A Filipino saying Space Wolf?
Yeah.
Space Wolf.
Say Ragnar Blackmane.
Ragnar what?
Blackmane.
Blackmane. Ragnar Blackmane.
It sounds like Black Man.
I'm hitting on twos.
I'm hitting on twos now. Disclaimer, I'm Filipino, so I can do this.
Yes, I am also Filipino. Oh, I'm half, so I can half do it. We have 14 seconds until we go live. We need to talk about the tournament and how we're going to structure it.
This might go all the way to when we go to LVO.
We added 2 new people to the team.
Fuck you, dude! You eat my shit.
I have quite a big pile of shame. I think I'm in the 3 army group right now with Bricky.
I've got custodians, and I've got a whole bunch of undone Sisters of Battle.
So I picked Harlequins because I thought that they fucking looked badass.
We're definitely over 20,000 in terms of models.
This is why I wanted to do like 40K content, was because like I feel like that there's so much that you can do to improve the content.
Man, that's hard.
Yeah.
How do TV stations do this?
Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. This video was such a hassle to get done, not just with editing, but with filming. Obviously, this year was just awful. COVID hit us super hard, so it was just a really hard time trying to get this done. So I really appreciate everybody that stuck around and that was waiting for this episode. Now that this episode is done and now that things are becoming a little bit easier to do, the third episode won't take as long as this one, hopefully, crossing fingers. Also, if you guys want to watch some 40K live battle reports with me, Dameki, DonP, Bricky, and the two new guys, Mark and Tom. If you guys want to watch that, you can check those out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. and on Saturdays at 1 p.m. at twitch.tv/dicecheck. That's twitch.tv/dicecheck. If I say it twice, it makes it easier for you guys to remember it. That's also where we're going to be streaming the tournament next month, which is very exciting. So if you want to watch that, stay tuned on the channel. I'll give you guys updates on when the tournament starts. And if you can't catch the streams, that's totally fine. The second channel will be launching relatively soon, and on that channel we will be uploading the VODs of those battle reports along with more high quality battle reports, some Magic the Gathering stuff, some painting stuff, some unboxing videos, lots of really cool tabletop content. If you guys want to check out the second channel, just stick around and I will let you guys know when that officially launches. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and just be here for the annotation. Actually, I'm gonna leave for the annotation, so then that way I can leave like this, and then I can just screenshot it.